All right, everybody, we are now going to go ahead and take you over here to our very own Melly Valencia, who joins us here at Live with an update for us on the Longhorn rescue as water squads with Texas A&M Task Force 1 rescued a longhorn stuck in the mud on Monday near Logansport, Louisiana. Hey, Melly, what's going on?
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to talk to Jason Valerie, and he works he's the squad leader for the Texas Task Force, and they recently rescued a longhorn. And so there's very cute photos out there that is circulating about this. And basically, the Texas A&M Task Force 1 is a state and federal operation that operates through FEMA, and basically, their main objective is to help the most amount of people that they can as quick as they can. And so sometimes he told me that sometimes they rescue animals, and that's exactly what happened with this longhorn. He did say that while they were pre-staged in East Texas, they are based in Longview. His specific squad is. They were near the Sabine River, near Logansport in the Toledo Bend area, and so they saw this longhorn and they decided they needed to rescue it just because it was so buried in the mud. And so I had an opportunity to talk with him, and I have the interview up for y'all next.
Perfect. And Jason, kind of tell me a little bit about Task Force One. What is it that y'all usually do? And what areas do y'all serve?
Okay, so Texas A&M Task Force 1 is a state and a federal emergency response entity. It's federal through FEMA. So we have been everywhere from the World Trade Center to deployments around the country and some international. And another aspect of Texas Task Force 1 is one component is the water rescue component. Another one is the helicopter search and rescue component. There are over 600 members from over 60 different participating agencies, and the mission is to do the most good for the most amount of people as quickly as possible. So in order to do that, we pre-position resources around the state in areas that we presume are going to be affected. So for hurricanes or storms, tornadoes, or whatever else may come along, we provide technical and tactical resources to assist locals, counties, and or the state.
And how many people are on the Task Force One crew?
So if we're breaking it down to a squad, a boat rescue squad is 6 people. It's 2 boats, 2 vehicles, so that we're mobile, agile, can move around and get places and work. Uh, we can even separate into 2 boat teams within that squad to cover some ground while still working together. In a squad, there's usually 2 or more squads under one group supervisor, and oftentimes we'll have multiple group supervisors with their own companies of or strike teams of water rescue assets. Just depends on
For
how big the
sure.
incident is, and we can expand and contract as needed. As an incident it becomes worse, there's more rain, there's more damage or more need from the locals, it can expand. And likewise, as the incident digresses, we can contract uh, our structure to decrease personnel and assets as needed.
For sure. And the incident that we're talking about today is the longhorn that was stuck. Can you kind of tell me a little bit about that? What was going through your mind once you saw that longhorn, and what was the process to kind of help it?
We were pre-staged for the rain event going across Texas and East Texas area. And a lot of what we do in the planning phase is basically reconnaissance, knowing the waterways, knowing low water crossing points, areas that flood, etc. So we were on a recon mission. We lost our boats on the Sabine River uh, near Logansport, just north of Toledo Bend area, and we're just becoming familiar with the area and the terrain. And as we started down the river, saw a cow and said, "Hey, there's a cow. Let's go rescue it." And I wasn't really sure if it was completely stuck, but it was up to its, chin, holding its head up. So that doesn't seem very typical. And it was right on the off the bank. Um, so I thought we'll ease that way and just see if it truly is stuck. And as we approached it, it couldn't move, and we realized, oh, it's extremely tired. It's doing everything it can to hold its head up above water. So we do need to help it. So we engaged in seeing what we could do to get it out, and it ended up requiring a lot of manpower. We have ropes. We have very little equipment for doing something like that. And actually, we put one rope around his horns and pulled, thinking maybe that'll be enough, and it was not. And about the time I called my supervisor, said, "Okay, so this is the situation. We've got a cow stuck in the mud, and it's stuck pretty good. I don't know if it can hold its head up much longer. So we're trying to help it. I may need some more resources." Um, and about that time, he's like, "Okay, what can I do to help you out? Who can we get?" And there's nothing but brush and trees. There's no way a tractor or anything can get in from the land side. No identifiable homes or property lines. It's just a cow in the mud. So right about that time, the guys were like, "Hey, we're making progress. We're getting some movement." So they, in that amount of time, they put another rope around the hind end of the cow, and we're starting to get some rocking motion and starting to get the legs unstuck. And so I'm like, "Hey, I'll let you go. I think we're making progress. Let me see what we can do." Hung up, and the guys put some muscle into it, and ended up getting the cow out of the mud, up the hill, and uh, back to its feet.
And
So
is it typical for y'all to rescue animals like that, or is this kind of like a first of its
mhm.
kind?
We've rescued many animals over the years, especially during flood events. We've rescued all kinds of things. You name it, we've probably rescued it. So we do, as a state response entity, they offer a large animal rescue course, because when areas flood, we save people first and foremost, and rabbits, and you name it. Horses. We've pulled a lot of different things out of the water and out of floods over the years. So it is fairly common. There was a point at which I definitely had probably rescued more animals than people.
And how long did it take from the time that y'all saw the longhorn to get it out?
It probably took us 30 minutes.
Okay, so not bad. I was thinking like hours long.
No, not too bad. All we have is some, a couple of small rope bags with us at that point for self-rescue and or victim rescue that float on water. They're not huge ropes, they're fairly small. So that's really about all we had to work with. So the guys did a great job identifying a way to get the things unstuck. So
And what happened after y'all got the longhorn safe? What was the next steps after that?
when we tried to identify the owner, looking around at the property around there, see, just so we could tell them, but we couldn't find one. There was so much land and brush, and no really homeowners identifiable. Went to the first neighbor we found up the river, um, and didn't see. They didn't have a clue whose land it was. So we didn't know what else to do from that point, other than continue our mission and rehab our equipment, which was mainly just covered in mud.
And, like you said, your team mainly focuses on rescuing people who might be in, dangerous situations like that. For y'all, what does, rescuing this animal kind of mean to y'all? And is it more or less important for y'all?
Well, when I saw it as we were driving by, I was like, "Hey, there's a cow. Let's go rescue it." And I just thinking maybe it is stuck. So, of course, it's just some animal needed help, so we helped it, and that's just what we do. Doesn't matter if it's somebody broke down on the side of the road or whatever.